really nice front to back there. Got this out in Infiltrator, 170 speed. That's going to be quite enough. Cabal, however, has got a nice angle on him. Great disc there by Cabal. Hauser going to come in and try to take something out of the field, but Cabal is going to be able to use that jump pack to change his vector quickly. And there's the last cap by Dr. Loser. Good game, well played to the French.
Yeah, I think what the broad trend we saw there was that initially Squall's infiltrator grab from the left side was like unstoppable, and got them a couple of caps. And I think they adapted to it with motions to deal with his energy on their way in. And that pretty much shut them down for a long while, until they added, I think, was it Cabal, making these Pathfinder grabs with the jump pack? Just that extra grab pressure.
Yeah, it looked really good.
And that pretty much won the game for them, I think.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, Skull's caps kind of petered out there towards the end. Those really fast infiltrator grabs. So I think it was Cabal. I mean, one thing about that map that I don't think a lot of people talk about, given how effective the front to back over the hill that breaks LOS of the snipers is, that really I think is without doubt the optimal route. But one thing about that map, given the kind of lowness and the relative flatness of the terrain through the center, it's actually I think it's very, very viable to run what they kind of did there, that like jump pack Pathfinder cluster style almost. Just given how it can be easier to get very fast regrabs out of the field given the flatness of that midfield portion. So you can get quite a bit of speed off the edges and get in there, at 170, 180 and kind of get it out of the field without it bouncing around too much or being too hard to pick up.
Yeah, I definitely think it's something we could see if the Pathfinder was given a more viable, should I say, dueling weapon, something a bit more reliable than the light assault rifle, which is it's not a terrible weapon, but doesn't have quite the same output as the other assault rifles or SMGs. Where you see a lot more lights being used on offense, I think, for that sort of role.
Really,
again, they're vulnerable to the snipers
as an offense role. A true LO again, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's always hard as an announcer, especially in Tribes Ascend, talking about the LO when it's actually all medium offense.
Exactly.
So, but it is definitely filling that traditional LO role, I would say. But I got all in all, I'm not too dismayed at seeing mediums being a strong armor type, just given how, in general, they weren't all that effective in the previous 4 installations of the game.
Oh, to be fair, they were pretty dominant in Tribes Vengeance.
In Arena. Oh, were they in Vengeance? Yeah, I didn't see that.
I think the part of the Vengeance design was to try and solve the same problem, actually, of like having a game with 3 classes where the lights or heavies were the only thing that got used for the majority of the time. And they also tried to make it sort of a more standard thing to be a medium, like sort of mediums for fight, and then lights for extreme mobility, and then heavies for sort of extreme survival sort of type thing. But you end up where you have to run the risk, I think, of where the lights get really marginalised for their just lack of being able to fight at all.
I'm pretty pleased with how it kind of plays out in our game in broad strokes, I would say. Just the idea that lights are a highly specialized type of class, as are heavies, whereas the mediums tend to be more kind of, more of that dueling style deathmatching class, which is, tends to be effective in a lot of different roles. But ultimately that the lights kind of excel and the heavies excel in areas that the mediums are mediocre in. Or at least that's how I would like to see it. Whether or not it exists that way currently, I think that's the overall design and plan. So we'll just have to see it, kind of come to fruition as we balance the game, more and more and more. But I think that just, kind of as a point of clarification, the idea that, hold on, actually, I'll get into that later, but first let's make sure the teams are ready and get going.
So we've got 8 on 8, including Mimlin at the moment. So
oh, was that Mim?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Did not realize it was Mim. Blah, 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 blah. I don't remember what I was saying now. Something about classes or what have you.
Yeah, that you were going to talk about it later.
We can talk about it now, if you'd like.
Yeah, I just can't even remember what my train of thought was, but I guess kind of just the general idea. Oh, balancing. Oh, so I was just going to talk quickly about what I look for in what I would say that would qualify the game as balanced, I don't think that you're ever going to see true kind of. I'm trying to think of I guess global agenda maybe. Our last game had the idea of that it was very very mathematically balanced, and I think that in tribes it's because you have diversity of the classes, it's a different beast altogether to say that this is or is not balanced because you have lots of role diversity. So I think that there's things that if a role becomes overwhelmingly stronger than the kind of counter role to it on the other side of the field, there's where you can maybe point a finger and say, look, here is a case of imbalance in the game. But to think that, always that a heavy armor should be, 1-to-1, 50% chance of each one of them winning in a duel, or medium versus heavy, or medium versus light, or light versus, whatever it is. I think that that's not really where you can look to find balance in a trial.
Oh yeah, sure, I definitely agree on that. In terms of it's capture the flag, obviously. So the balance needs to be in terms of how you fulfill capture the flag roles. But I mean, in broader strokes, we have the offense-defense balance, which I'm not sure is quite in the right place.
I would agree. I would agree that, it was interesting. We actually had, when the snipers were so popular back in the kind of beginning of comp, there was a lot of discussion about how it was impossible to play offense. And then now, kind of as the scrambler role got more and more popular in both the whiteout side of it for flag stand clearing as well as the capping side of it, and medium capping became the norm, it was then all this, then now it's that people feel that the offense is very, very limited, or I'm sorry, the defense is very, very limited in what it can do. And so, I don't know, I still would like to see a bit more around kind of super heavy playing a role along with mines and motion sensors as of course, that also belies a much more deployable-based kind of defense, which, is certainly not preferable for some strats and teams. So I'm not entirely sure that that it is profoundly unbalanced outside of a couple of small things. I'd really like to see more, and obviously we'll get lots of feedback from the community before we kind of look to rectify the problem.
I think there's a lot of things in the game which you can see the sort of the general design behind them. If maybe sometimes it doesn't really work out as it should, especially like relating to Hoffs in particular. It's like you don't really see Hoffs being that effective at the moment.
It
I guess
also
because
has partly to do with flag reach, I think.
I think
I'm
flag
not really.
reach
I love the perk, but I'm not really sure if it's a good fit in the game right now. I mean, sometimes you're so far off that flag and you're still able to grab it or return it.
But still, I mean, I think even prior to flag reach, like the fact that the flag has a bigger model than the heavies. I mean, it was always possible to grab over a heavy's head, I think.
Yep, it was.
I think having flag reach just makes it that much easier.
Yeah, I think maybe there's kind of a potential slight change in which it kind of more along the lines of that flag reach gives you that old style kind of toe cap, and where normally you wouldn't be able to do that. So I think maybe there is some kind of validity to that kind of idea.
Yeah.
The
other issue though is
oh, I think we are ready to go actually. So hold on, let me make sure.
Okay, well we can shelve that discussion for a while. So let's talk about the redesigned Bella Omega then.
Sure.
I mean, it's definitely been opened up a lot.
I'm not sure if I really like it. I prefer the old base.
I definitely prefer this flag stand though, to the hovering flag.
Yeah, maybe that's true.
Yeah. So I think kind of I speak with Kevin a lot, who has redesigned this map now twice. So the problems with the first iteration, well, actually 3 times. So there was the first iteration that had the conduits in the center and all that fun stuff in the floating flag stand and super highly varied terrain.
But the first version didn't have the floating flag. It had the
flag
on the side.
There was the first one that had the flag out on the stand, and then there was the remake that had it. Also, yeah, you're right. Also on the side with super varied terrain. And then there was the third one that still had the same varied terrain, but it moved the flag inside and put up the force fields, the team force fields. And now we've kind of come to I think the terrain on this map is really interesting, personally. The US side, they were talking about it a lot, in that it's really the only map right now that you can be reasonably safe from snipers, because of the way that many of the hills come to the same elevation as the base.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I think we are underway here now on Bella Omega.
I definitely think the terrain itself is interesting. It was sort of a bit underplayed in the previous iteration of it because the base was so dominant, I think.
Yeah, I think so. One of the things that about this map that I like now, I do like the more open flag stand. I think it allows for more dynamic play. But one of the things that was really important to us to preserve on this map was that relative safety from call-ins on the flag stand, because none of the other maps have that. So that was really important. That's part of the reason why you see the rest of that tower there. Is we do, however, see Tadikjarn has his flag, has the the French's flag out as technically
looks like it's gonna be
we
a
are going to
cap,
see a first
actually.
cap coming out, no problem. So look at that. In the first minute, that was a 60-second cap there since the inception of the game. So he must have gotten a very nice spawn and decided just to run that thing. And maybe he actually might have beaten Dr. Loser. Speaking of which, we actually have Dr. Loser running Doombringer on flag again in that Hoff roll. But I would expect them... interesting that neither team appears to be running a dedicated generator defense, although perhaps John Lapone down here for the French will be running that role.
I think Lumberjack was trying to defend the gens initially, actually.
Did he lose the first duel?
But he ended up
actually
being 2-on-1 in the basement, yeah.
Looks like Cabal and Dr. Loser are going to be playing heavy flag side, which is pretty interesting.
I think
Mouse
Cabal is on offense, actually.
was that Heavy O? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So now we have Mouse here. Eel's down underneath him. Eel's looking to take out his defensive assets. Doing a good bit of damage. Going to get Mouse nice and disrupted. Eel's able to take out Mouse. That flag stand is
once
clear.
again, we see the problem of a Hoff, however, because Tadikjarn came in with all the turrets up and the Hoff directly on the flag and just managed to cleanly grab through with just the disc to clear him.
Tadikjarn now, actually, that's too bad. He actually, I believe, suicided there with a splatter. Alexis Fire able to pick it up out of the field. H said maybe going to come for that E-grab unless someone else is coming in. Techni's got quite a big route, but I don't think it's going to be in time. Oh, no, it's close. Oh, yes, no, that flag does go down in the field. Techni, a good chance to get this unless Mouse can stop him. Mouse can indeed stop him. Is he using Heavy Bolter? No, he's not. Cabal able to get in here with his Brute loadout, I think, throwing those disco grenades on the stand. Tadikjarn misses that cap and flies right past it. Eels able to get it off the stand. Tadikjarn goes down to Cabal. Nice little move with the shotgun there. Able to get the return as Eels is now out. Not a lot of speed, half health, but relatively clean. No. Oh, no, that just missed by Alexis Fire. I do believe, however, between Tool and Alexis and Lumberjack, they should be able to get Eels down here. I don't see anyone really setting up for a re-grab except potentially Serials or Techni. Flag is down. Here comes Serials off the hill. Will we Alexis Fire and Lumberjack there? No, we will not. Nice knockoff. Techni, nice pick up out of the field. Yes, he's got it. He's got 750 health, so he's taking just a bit. Uses an Impact Nitron, or maybe that was a Bolter there, actually, to get going. Looking back at his stand, however, Hauja's there, disrupting relatively well. He's got the heavy off the stand. Tadikjarn's going to come in here. He's going to get this grab. Nice grab by Tadikjarn. He's out clean. Takes a sniper shot, though. But like we were saying earlier, this map is fairly sniper non-friendly, although Draelis, nice little bit of positioning there on that spawn tower, able to take him out on that route. So we are going to see the return and potentially a cap. No, Techni taking a lot of pressure to Alexis Fire and Hauja. They are holding on that stand as Tool comes in also on offense. Tool able to take out Techni, and there's the pickup out of the field by John Lepin. Hauja taking the flag off the other side in heavy now. Hauja just going to look to rabbit this thing around until maybe his team can get the return. No, Dr. Loser able to pick up out of the field now, so H said he's down to 630 health, 500. There he goes down. Techni, get the return. Techni with the return, and the 1-1 equalizing cap.
I really think the French did well to make the most of a grab that really seemed doomed from the offset, wasn't it? It was an E-grab to prevent the second cap by Mighty Disc, and they just clustered it home very well. They seem to have problems at the start of the first 5 minutes of this map, getting the flag away from Mouse GMR. It seems to be a lot of mines, in fact, on the stand have really made it difficult for them. So that one grab was, I think it's the only one they've actually got any distance on at all, in fact.
We've got the generator back up here for the French. Hauja probably going to look to go take that out. Looking over here at Techni, I see has picked it up, but immediately goes down. This flag's going to be held in there's flags going to be held in the field, I'm sorry, by Mouse and Sidan. No return, and here goes Tadikjarn now, is out with a Blood Eagle flag for Team MD. He's got 200 speed, but it's sniped by Draelis. And maybe he needs to look to take a slightly different route, maybe, because Draelis has got him down this alley, the same alleyway a few times now. Tool, however, the regrab out of the field, but we do see the strikeout for John Lapone, who is going to be easily able to take out the Tool, I'm sure, with HZ and Dr. Loser's support, although Alexis Fire and Tactic John there for the regrab out of the field. Will Dr. Loser be able to get there first? Indeed, he will. I think that this actually knocked it into him, and we have both flags reset. Hauja on this heavy offense still taking a little bit of damage here from Draelis's Falcon Pistol. He does, and then his corpse gets splattered by John Lapone. So a little bit of corpse abuse, which, of course, the crowd loves. And we are... Wow, look at Draelis on a rampage already. That's 10 uncontested kills. Looking pretty strong on this map. So maybe eating a bit of my words about the sniper.
The sniper weakness there is probably going out in the bin, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Either that or he's just really good at dueling people with this that Falcon.
Hauser is clearing this down. Tatyak down is coming on his route again. He actually gets a disc on Draelis before the grab, so it's probably drawn a bit too much attention to himself.
Yeah, I think he should have gone for the melee anyway for the one shot.
Exactly.
I would have been a bit smarter here. Draelis has one shot on him. One more maybe before he goes down. Okay, Draelis missed all of the snipes that he's going to get, I think. He may get one more as he goes up to hit the flag stand. Under some pressure from General Pen. Techni drops the flag in the field. Gonna snap off of the flag carrier here to go take a look at the one in the field. I don't see it in any pressure being returned. Wait, Lumberjack, are you gonna get it? No, Lumberjack misses, but Tool gets it. Are we gonna see a cap here? No, flag down on the stand.
Serial, I think.
Yep.
So some clutch play by the French again to prevent caps against them. They're really good at making E-grabs, I think, and that flag awareness at the last possible second is really nice for them.
Yeah, they're running a very strong, like, persistent offense, and I think that they're. I agree. It seems to be their E-grabs that are really, really nice. Their offense, and I think that always having E-grabs, right, is a symptom of a very good offense because you're able to hold their stand or hold their base. That extra little bit always. It's like that small little numbers timing game sort of thing, kind of like in the StarCraft scene you would see where if their team is on the flag stand 5% more than the enemy team offense, they're going to get more E-grabs, and that could be the difference between. And then literally in a game like Tribes, where the caps can come so fast, that could be a 2-3 cap differential. It's just that little tiny percent difference.
At the same time, Tatyak Don is getting a long way here with a strike on his tail the whole way. Finally striked out his base just as Johnny crashes into the wall there. His stand is completely owned by the French though, however, so as you say, they are getting that much more time at the enemy base.
And here comes Techni. He's got enough speed and enough height and enough distance here. It's just a matter of will the next snipe hit from Sidan. No, Sidan misses that one. Tactic does have an angle on him, but misses that. Oh, that's not good. Only chance here is the sniper and Sidan. Sidan's got an angle. No, Hauja with a nice E-grab. Tool takes out Techni. H said maybe to look to get this up out of the field. No, Tactic in front of him. Nice play there. Dr. Loser going to get the return as well. No, Mouse maybe will get a pick up out of the field here. Just misses it. Oh, that's too bad. He was actually, I think, spending a little bit too much time and was focus firing there down. Dr. Loser. Draelis was a nice snipe, taking out the other potential E-grab or return grab out of the field. And here now Dr. Loser is going to hold it. And on the other side, we see Cabal still holding down the MD flag stand, no problem.
Yeah, we see that the French are still having problems stopping Tatyak Don's route there. I mean, they spot him sometimes, they just seem to have difficulty getting their damage on the stand. Techni's out at good speed here though. Eels in support again. Is Eel still playing Infiltrator? No, he's playing Raider now.
He's playing Raider now. Lumberjack got, good beat on Techni here.
He's got quite low health on that strike though.
Lapan just looking to, and there he goes. He crashes into the field. Eels with the regrab out of the field. Nice play by him. Tactic Jarn's the only one who's really got a chance of this. Will he be able to get on stand? Indeed he will. Dr. Loser not able to get the block. Tactic Jarn out. 152 health. Sniped by Draelis. And Dr. Loser going to get the return. No, he's going to look to punt it around a bit. Hauja able to take out the flag carrier here for Team MD. Techni able to pick it up down there.
Nice double kill there by Hauja.
And then Tool doing work in the basement.
But there was a nice shot by Hauja there with the Merv launcher, taking out 2 defenders there.
Yes, that Merv launcher certainly is proving to be a pretty formidable heavy offense weapon.
And we have Tatyak Don getting home with low health, and the strike gets him again actually.
Alexis Fire maybe get 3 out of the field, or is Dr. Loser going to beat him? No, Alexis Fire has it. The Serials is up there on the stand. Mousimar going to be able to clear him off. Yes, he will. Will we see a go-ahead cap? No, bouncing off to Mousimar. Mousimar goes down as well, though. Flag sitting down the field. Serial's no, he also doesn't get the return from Mouse GMR's mine. Both flags sitting there. Oh, and there's the return.
That was really unlucky. What you saw there was the Shrike being destroyed, and for some reason it was still appearing there, so people crushed into it and suicided. You saw easily 3 or 4 people getting killed that way.
That's an interesting feature. Maybe we can get that looked into as well. I've noticed that happen before in a couple of games actually, where the Ghost Strike ends up being quite the obstacle.
A viable tactic, I must say.
There's a lot of MD pressure on the FFR stand at the moment. They seem to really
Yeah, it looks
control
like
of
Techni actually tried to punt that thing over there to Eels, but Haujin Tool still too strong. So definitely those two pickups for Team MD have certainly proved in this match, if certainly in the other ones as well, but in this match specifically, Tool and Hauja have been very instrumental in keeping the stand disrupted.
I think Hauser shifting to that Juggernaut role.
Yes, he is
Really
running that
quite well.
HO. Yeah, it's proven super effective, I think, on this map.
Is that because Merv is overpowered?
I don't know. It can't. The Merv does the same amount of damage as the mortar if all 4 hit directly. So I find the argument that it is overpowered unlikely.
There was, I think it almost one-shot Dr. Loser there, so it might do a bit more than Mortar now.
Dr. Lou's playing medium?
He's playing heavy. Oh no, he's playing medium, sorry, I'm talking rubbish actually, I thought he was playing heavy. So yeah, okay, does about the same damage as the mortar, fine. You're absolutely right, Bart, well on calling what happens in your own
it has a damage potential of 1300 damage, which is the same as a mortar. It just is able, I think part of what makes it so strong right now is the absurd amount of screen shake that
yes,
you
exactly.
get.
I was going to come to that.
Yeah,
it's very annoying
really,
to be hit by it.
We are going to see a nicely timed grab and return here. No, Tool able to get on the stand there. Are they going to get this
he got
return?
to punt from Tool to Tatyak picking it up there actually, but
Technically able to pick it up again out of the field. Lumberjack maybe going to be able to trying to jump this off the John Lepon. Lumberjack's in there. No, Lumberjack goes down. Here we go. Stand is all kinds of disruptive. Flag actually bounces off. Oh, that's not good. Alexis's fire's got a chance on it. No. So much Blood Eagle there. Cabal going to try to make it back up.
Can't believe they haven't killed him yet.
I do not see. Oh, Orbital Strike going to come in. Pew, 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 pew. The pew, pew laser's unable to kill enough people, and Eels will get the equalizer cap. So, again, I think that's an interesting point about this map. It's certainly much faster now, given the flag stands, but we are still seeing a very defensive-oriented game played out on this one, which is pretty cool to see.
Oh, we've seen that on most maps with these teams actually. I think where it's been surprisingly low scoring.
Yeah. I know that there was some concern at one point of how most games were ending in 5 score, that many were not ending in a 3-2, 4-2 sort of situation. But I think all of our games today, actually, only one of them have gone to 5.
Yeah, and that was a shutout completely on Dry Dock.
Yes, indeed.
So
Mouse
the match
GMR finally going down to Eel. So there, Mouse GMR with a killing spree that he had. So he actually stayed alive for quite a bit there. So maybe there is some tricks that are still to be learned about this Hoff roll potentially.
Well, one of the tricks I think is he's in Pathfinder at the moment.
Yeah, he has just respawned in the Pathfinder. I believe he was their
Okay.
Doombringer on flag.
Did he switch to Pathfinder to chase with, I guess, after he went down?
I believe so. Yes, sir. Lumberjack out here in the field. Got a couple of motion sensors around his flag. Goes through their return as Mouse has returned to his stand. I guess Mouse actually has now. He has now, gone into Pathfinder. So maybe he's. I don't know. I do not know.
I saw him change to Pathfinder on Katabatic a few times as well to chase, but I guess he doesn't see the time viable to switch to Doombringer again.
He may. It's possible that he may be thinking that a on-stand Nitron is going to be more effective than the body blocks, which he has not been having a lot of success with. We do see both flags now off the stand, I believe. No, or yes.
Yeah,
so Tactic Jarn dueling Cabal currently right now for possession of the Blood Eagle flag. Cabal's got a nice little angle on him here. No, misses that disc. Lumberjack's going to be able to get in, knock him off the stand, so Tactic Jarn's got a good shot. General Pen making a pass on the strike, but missing. So Tactic Jarn looks like they are going to be able to stabilize here. Is Team Diamond Sword. On the other side, we see Technique kiting around Mouse. Mouse goes down, Dr. Loser.
Just Tool there, I think.
Heals, all still good. Sidan now holding the Blood Eagle flag. So we are going to see our first standoff, and it's going to be interesting to see... here goes Technique going down. Who's going to pick it up? There we go, H-Head. So it's going to be interesting to see where these teams hold the flags. We do not often see standoffs on this map.
That's true, but the base definitely favours Favours the turtle if one would choose to do it, because you've got a lot of good places you can thwart off in.
Cabal
But,
able to get the kill there on the side end, but not the return as Tacticharn's going to be able to pick up out of the field and maybe look to pass it off here to Mouse.
Yeah, that shot's still giving him a
almost
lot
on
of
the
pressure
strike.
though.
Oh, just missed him. He's
Technique
one
coming
shot.
in as well, I think.
Technique may be able to kill him. No, Technique, switch to your assault rifle. Oh no.
Maybe
he's not
just
using assault
doesn't
rifle.
trust it.
Will be able to get it. Nope, unable to get it. Still bouncing around there. Taking
He
the
also
pass
close
there.
to return.
Sidehand's got it. Sidehand's got it. No, but taken out by Technique. Technique with that hitting that return. No, Alexis Fire is on the stand. We'll be able to get it off. Oh god, he impact Nitron jumped right into the ceiling though. Unfortunately, Dr. Loser may be able to get a quick return here. Indeed, he can.
Tool's
Knocking
gonna
it off
get
on
the
the
return
other
as well.
side. The Tool is going to get the return for his team, so we are going to see a flag reset here, most likely. Yes, we will. Although, Tactichar, is he going to make it there in front of General Lepan? Yes, he is. Well played. General Lepan actually misses that return, maybe looking to hold it in the field, unaware that Tactichar was coming in with that much speed. Tactichar out, but immediately killed there by a nice snipe by Draelus. As per usual, Tool with a good chance of picking this up out of the field, though, however. And he is going to be able to get it, but takes quite a bit of damage and runs into the side of the base there. And they're going to go right back down. However, he did pass it back into the defenders, forcing the return, which is a very heads-up play.
Yeah, Tool really coming into his own here, I think, with in this game. So we're back with the flags on the stand. Notable again that the French have managed to keep the Blood Eagle gens down for most of the game. Oh wait, I'm talking absolute rubbish. No, it's actually gone the other way around now, because the Diamond gens are up and the French gens are down, which has tended to be the other way most of the game.
One thing to note this match, just quickly, is look how absurdly low the pings are for both teams. The highest ping in the game is 60.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now down to about 48. So we are kind of, you got players down very, very low. So there's, looks like that, pretty good server that we got here together. And I guess that maybe that helps the snipers and kind of these long-range chasers. Always, every little bit of ping helps for those long-range shots. And now we see the flag once again being returned, although Techni has got the MD flag out here for the French, going 200 through a side route here, again in Pathfinder. Yeah, I agree. Very curious that all we're really seeing is these Pathfinder routes as Hauja, once again, that mainstay heavy offense here for MD is now out through the midfield, 600, 500 health, losing health rapidly.
Side might manage to return his flag on us. Eels can pick it up.
Eels going to get the pick up out of the field. Yes, indeed he can. Well played, Eels. Just under 1,000 health now. Wheeling it around. Alexis' fire
all
is
on
on his
tight
stand.
to pick this flag up, but Alexis grabs it in front of his face there, actually. That was a bit unfortunate.
Does go down, so now Technique will be able to hold us in the stand for the Eels return. Tactichar is up on the stand. Gonna call in on this flag as Lumberjack comes in. Oh, it was an orbital, but just not in time. I don't think they're going to be able to do very much here. It does take out Serials, but still 3 members around. No, nice impact Nitron there by Tactichar, knocking it off. Hauja coming in and holding on the stand. No, snipe by Draelus. Good play by him. It is secured. Let's see, they're going to have to get the return. No, Tool's orbital kills there. Alexis got a chance to pick it up out of the field, and he will elect to do so with low health. Draelus is going to be able to gun him down, maybe. No, he actually gets up over that LOS block, and now he's got the flag across midfield, buying his team some very needed time for Lumberjack and Sidean to get in on that stand. Alexis still got this flag here. Oh, no.
Draelus went for the snipe, but didn't quite get it, I think.
Oh, that's too bad, man. He really had a chance to be the hero. Now that the MD team has...
At last he gets in, but Tool's going to pick it up, I think.
Yeah, Tool's right there, though, unless Techni's got something fancy up his sleeves. He may have Impact Nitron here. No, just misses it. Tool is away cleanly, and Eels is going to look to cut him off there, but Sidean also able to put some pressure on. Eels may have actually body blocked Tool there. Maybe he'll take out Tool. There it is. No, nice snipe by Draelus. Techni with the return. No, Techni just misses. Sidean has now picked it up out of the field. Techni's got a chance to kill him. Indeed, he does. Techni, get it. Get it. No. Oh, Alexis fire. Nice pick up out of the field there on the bounce. Draelus snipes, and God, Draelus is on fire. Sidean going to pick it up. Also get sniped. Lumberjack. Now Tool's going to go look to do with Draelus there, as Draelus has just taken out 4 consecutive flag carriers.
Tool finally takes him out. Yeah, one thing we see with the redesign of the flag stands, I think it really brings to the fore the fact that the stands are so close together. You're getting a lot of these E-grabs that were just not possible before because of the entry angle that you were required to have. Sort of the standard route you take from going from base to base just to get there as quickly as possible. You couldn't really grab along that before. You'd have to change your approach to come in flat on one of the entrances, whereas now you can come in at a sort of high angle off to the side and still make that E-grab. Definitely frees the flags up a lot more.
Side in over here under a lot of pressure from Technic Cabal, though they both are very low on health. Looks like Lumberjack and him are going to be able to secure this. Indeed they can. Both are down. On the other side in the field, we may get a return here from Hauja. Indeed, Hauja gets the return. Lumberjack going to pick it up. Are we going to see an E-grab? Oh, General Pen, whip that strike around and go get the C-grab, sir. Oh no. What's going on here? Lumberjack passing off. Side in. There we go. There's a pickup. Why are they not capping this flag? Oh no. There's
Seems
the
a bit
strike.
tentative about being the one who actually has to carry it to the stand.
Here
Although
it
they
is,
might
well
get this
played by
one.
them. There it is. Okay, 3-2. Go ahead, Cat, there for Team MD. So, really, really nice stuff from them, I would say. Once again, getting their lead here with 5 minutes remaining. This is the same position we saw them in on Kata. I believe, no, the French had this position on Kata. And we said that we were asking about Loach about what's the preferred tactic here. Should you turtle up or should you continue to have a strong offense? Of course, Loach was in preference of a strong offense. So, and indeed, we do see that. Alexis Fire tool, all coming. Alexis Fire going to be able to get this up out of the field. No, he's not. Dr. Loser there on him. Gets him down quite low. He's probably looks suicide and starts sitting up again. On the other side, however, take a look at Techni. All kinds of speed. 240 coming through here. I see Lumberjack and Mouse and plenty of mines on the stand. Will they get the clear? Yes, they will. But not enough. Zeros with some nice clear, but it did not clear the mines out. So the flag got out, but immediately was popped off of him by a mine, I believe. And John LaPon and Dr. Loser have the flag nice and secured here in the tunnel. Hauja, however, putting some nice Merv shots on there, knocking it around. Now John LaPon's got it out. Tag Charm's got it picked up out of the field. He's going to have to look to take it through here. Doesn't have not going to have a lot of success with that, but Alexis Fire may have the regrab out of the field, and he doesn't. He's got enough speed to continue to kite this defense. We could see a 4th cap coming out here, taking a look back at the enemy flag stand, looking out. Cabal and Serial's crashing. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it. This could all come down to Draelis' snipe. Eels misses the E-grab. Oh no, and nice work by Mouse, killing everyone. This flag needs to be picked up off the stand. No, was that returned by Techni?
No, I don't think so. It's
No,
still
no,
No,
upside
they've
down.
still got the flag.
The stand's got the flag. Dr. Loser now going to come in and try to get it. And there's a 4th cap. That's will probably ultimately, I would imagine, being the winning cap for this game. I don't see the French getting 2 caps. So really big play there.
Strategy for going 3-2 up is to just go 4-2 up.
Yes, I would say that when you are 3-2 up, that you should definitely be looking to go 4-2 up at all levels of play. So really, really strong stuff there we see coming out from Team MD.
You really saw Mouse doing some proper huffing there with that new super heavy perk. You saw people crashing into his body.
Yeah, a combination of the mines and
liberated.
having the force fields up at last, because they said suffered a lot in this game having their gens down, and then the last few minutes they've been up, and it's really allowed him to actually fully deploy his hop
Draelis
action
has
to shot. It becomes quite a
34
lot.
kills.
Another body
That's a
block
lot
from
of
Mouse
frags.
there. Was that a mine actually? Mine kill that time?
So just under 3 minutes remaining now. Yeah, just pointing out. Yeah, look at that. Mouse topping his team playing Hoff. Just under 30 kills for him. 32 on Draelis. So defense certainly looking very strong. I mean, I know historically LD has been kind of the highest scoring position. So not too terribly interesting there, but still noteworthy, I think, to see some strong play coming out of the defenders.
And that's going to be 5-2.
Yeah, there it is. So I didn't even see that one coming.
Yeah, so it seems pretty much once they were able to keep their gens up and Mouse on the stand with the force fields and the mines deployed, they couldn't shift him, and he was able to prevent them making any grabs.
So yeah, I think we are indeed
Not going to play arcs, I think, so it's going to be a
Yeah, I
2-2
mean, we-
game.
Yeah, I don't think that it works, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, so as we discussed, the protection given by the base from strikes really helps a Hoff on that map, I think. You're able to... I mean, I think one of the big vulnerabilities of Hoff at the moment, aside from the flag reach issue, is how easily you are taken out by a tactical strike, which is sort of cheaply done by any player on the other team. From on most maps, any position. Whereas on this map, you're not able to strike them out, which means they need to actually be cleared. Especially with the turrets around, it really plays into more defensive style on that map, I think.
Yeah, I think in particular I like the...
Are they going to play the siding map?
I don't know. We're trying to find out. Nope, they're going to call it a draw, it looks like.
Yeah, I think it's getting quite late actually, so makes sense.
Yes, should I ask them about post-game, or do you want to wrap this thing up as it is pretty
I think
late here?
Arcadizzle wants us to come and
Yeah.
talk to him as well actually right now. So
We got another appointment for tonight.
We have another engagement this evening. Okay, great. Well, let's. I will start us in the sign-off process. So big thanks, of course, to Team Hindsight for hosting us this evening. Check them out at teamhindsight.com. Big thanks to FFR, the French Fragging Rabbits, and the Mighty Discs MD for the game today. Really awesome watching both teams take 2 games. Certainly a very strong play from both the subs coming out and Haujen Tool. So thanks to them for filling in for the MD so we can get this game off. Also thanks to Tatjektarn, or whatever the dude's name was. It was very hard for me to pronounce. It was lovely trying to pronounce your name all day. I have been and will continue to be Hi-Res Bart here, broadcasting out of the Hi-Res Studios in Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Follow me on Twitter at Hi-Res Bart, and I will tweet about upcoming games and tribes musings and answer questions and let you know when I'm pubbing and doing AMAs, etc., etc. So if you are interested in staying connected, be sure to do that. Outside of that, I would say let's plug spinfuser.org. Go there, check it out, guys. Big EU community site for competitive play, so I definitely strongly advocate them as a content source for competitive play. On the other side of the pond, if you are an American watching here at work, firetruth.com is available for you as well, so make sure to check those websites out, guys. Big thanks and much love, and stay handsome, everyone. This is Bart signing off. Much love!
Alright, well, thanks to Bart for doing a fantastic job casting that game, I think.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Do you have anything to add, Loach?
No, I think we've said a lot today. This has been a very long cast, thanks to a few server-related issues, so
Okay, yeah. We're probably casting tomorrow again from Team Flatliners, if I'm correct. Have any idea who they are playing?
not in the slightest, to be honest.
Well, we have to play them off cast even because we're getting ponies or so it seems. So yeah.
Okay.
We're getting a pony?
Yeah, we are getting a pony. I don't know.
When I
what
was a
you
little
were
girl,
getting, but
everybody had ponies.
okay.
Right, great.
Well, thank you for tuning in and see you next time.
Au revoir.